All right, guys. So here's the 1991 500 SL, and it's got a fuel leak in the back, and it's I believe it's probably coming from one of the pumps. There's two pumps, an accumulator, and a filter under there, and I'm probably going to replace the whole thing while I got it all apart, but hopefully that will help with this cold start issue. I haven't started it in, I don't know, 3 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. So usually I just got to do this. I got to give it, the battery's a little low. I usually disconnect the battery when I'm not using it. It might have been about maybe a month. Yeah, maybe a month. So what I usually do is prime it. I've always had to do this for the last 8 years, is prime it once. Okay, so then I prime it one more time, get the pressure up in the system. See, it's still not enough. 3 times. Should start on the first time, but it's an old car. But it's only got 38,000 miles. Yeah. Go back it out in case it's dripping fuel all over the. Yeah. Let's go out and check it out. Now it only does it when it's under pressure. When you shut the car off, it doesn't leak.
And of course you don't see it leaking now. So it's not a real bad leak. But we'll let it run a little bit. Okay, about 10 minutes later, I can smell it and I can see it.
Okay. We're under here now, and of course I forgot the flashlight.
Okay, got the flashlight now.
Probably a better way of putting this thing up. You know, this right here, a transaxle. I believe you can put your jack right there. I've done it before. Good time to inspect this flex disc. Looking for cracks. I don't really see any. Good. So you can see the fuel right there. Okay. I got the light out anyways. It's hard to see. So there is the fuel system, the pumps. And you can see that one is got the drips, but you don't know. It could be there's a fuel pump on top of it, and it could be leaking also. I think when I do the job, I'm gonna put it in the garage and just lift it up by this transaxle so I can get it really high, because it's pretty, it's kind of, I mean, it could be done this way, but there's not a whole lot of room. So there's the fuel accumulator. Now when those things go bad, It's usually a hot start issue where you go to the store, the car's warmed up, you're in the store for 20 minutes, you come back out, you crank and crank and crank until it starts, and it's kind of like, feels like it's flooded or something when it finally does start. That's a fuel accumulator issue. I have read that it can also affect your cold start by losing pressure. I've been told that on different forums, on the Facebook R129 page. I know my son had the cranking hot start issue when we first got his 300E, and replacing that solved that issue. But while I'm under here, you know, might as well replace it. Okay, and there's your filter right there. So you got accumulator, filter, 2 pumps. I can replace all that for about $300. The pumps, they're Bosch pumps. They're about $100, $99 a piece on FCP Euro, with a lifetime warranty, which is nice, I guess. But they did not have accumulator. Well, they had the original Bosch one, but it's $230, $40. So I'm not going to go that route because I don't want to spend that kind of money right now, being Christmas time and all that. So I'm going to go the Euro, the manufacturer Euro makes them. And they've had good reviews. I talked to some people that just put those on their car and it works just fine. So I'm going to get that one from Auto House AZ. They also sell them on eBay. They're about, maybe about they're about $67 on Auto House. And then once you pay for shipping and tax, it brings it up to like $80 versus $200 and whatever. So I'm going to go that route. The hoses don't look too bad. I believe this right here is the main feed line to the from the gas tank. And it's a pretty big one. It is. It's pretty stiff. Usually I get needle nose vice grips with rubber hose on the ends, and then I pinch it off. I'll try and see how flexible this thing is, but it gives a little bit. Other than that, you gotta do this, you know, I have a half a tank of gas on the ground. I don't know, maybe I could drain the tank. I just hate having gas everywhere. I don't know where I'd put the gas though. I guess I'd put it in another car. Yeah, I could do that. And then there's, just undo this connection, the electrical connectors right here on both pumps. It's positive and negative. What else? And they got a lot of wires and stuff here. Yeah. So, being that I see it coming right off the pump, it's either the top pump or the bottom pump. So I'm just gonna replace them in pairs, you know? I mean, if you're gonna go under here, just do it. Just replace both of them. That way your car you won't have to be under there again. I think I did that on one 300E I had. I replaced one pump, and then a month later the other pump started leaking. I said, shoot. Yeah, then there's just there's like these hangers right here that hold the thing up. There's several of them, and just on hooks, kind of like the way the muffler was secured to the chassis. Yeah. So I don't think I'm even gonna mess with it right now. I'm just gonna order the parts. They're
There are some crush washers. I forget where they go. I think it's... Oh, God. I think it's, yeah, it's on the other side here. There's 2 crush washers. I don't know if there's any other ones. I remember there was quite a few, I think, right here. On the pump side, on the pump. Yeah. Yeah, right where those banjo fittings connect. Right here. 2 crush washers. And they've got to be the right ones. The ones they give you with the pumps, if they give you any, are crap. They're too thin. And they don't crush. They're not thick enough. So I'm going to go to the dealer and look at his schematic and order all the crush washers plus, you know, get a double of everything, because if, you know, you put it up and you did, oh, I did this wrong, I got to take it all apart again, and those crush washers have already been crushed, you're going to have to do it all over again. Okay. So I put it on a selfie stick, get a better view of the other side. Let's see if I can do this. It's so cramped down here. Yeah, there's that banjo area right there where it's gonna need a couple crush washers. The front of the pump, one on top, fuel accumulator. Take a look at this. Yeah. Okay. Finally, I get to use the selfie stick for something. It's good for inspecting your car when you don't want to crawl all the way under it. Alrighty. And here's the shield. And it's not too bad. There's only one in the back, 10 millimeter plastic. And then 1, 2, 3. Then you have that hole there where it leaks. You can see it's probably been leaking for a long time, you know. Okay.
All right, so now I'm online looking at parts. You can get one at $263. It comes with 2 pumps, a filter. It's kind of a screen, I think, for the gas tank, but I don't really need that. The only thing, when you buy the cheap pumps, they're noisy. I bought cheap pumps before. And the only difference, it makes the car run good, you know, for years, but it's noisy. It's got like a high-pitched whine to it, where the Bosch ones don't, hopefully. Let's see, what am I looking for? Where's fuel accumulator? So there's the Bosch 205. You can go that route if you want, or you can go 6779. It's tiny. It's a tiny little part. Fits in the. It's some of these parts are really expensive. And then as far as let's see, what is it? FCP official site. What do we have on here? Oh, I just had ordered a radiator for my son's car. I put in a bare radiator in August. It's now December, and it's leaking right at a corner of the where the plastic tank meets the aluminum core. It's leaking right there. It's brand new, and it was like $200. You know, just it drives me crazy. So let's see. Let's go for a 500 SL. This is how you look and search for parts in case you've never done it before, and at least it's how I do. Then you go to, let's see, AC, climate, fuel system. Go to fuel system, and then you go to the drop-down menu, fuel pump. So it's weird, there's two different ones. Only difference I see is this one comes with those little rubber things and these electrical connectors that are the cheapest electrical connectors you could get. You know, I mean, they're crap. Mine are okay, but if yours are all messed up and stuff, you might want to replace those if the wires are all cracked and stuff. And this is the one I'm gonna get. $96.99, a lifetime warranty, and it comes with the check valve on each one. Those things can be separate sometimes. And see this crush washer there too. But you won't have to buy that because it's already on there. So it fits all these different models here. I mean, tons of models. It's amazing. Right there is the number. So, and then I think I also might have got the filter. Fuel pump, check valve mounts. They sell all that stuff here. Fuel filter. I'm just gonna get this one here, probably the Bosch right there. This is for a 91 500 SL, the M119. $16, that's cheap. Comes with a couple washers that are usually they're not real good, you know. I remember when I did the W124, oh my God, 10 years ago, I had a black one, 91, yeah. And I have a buddy that works at a Mercedes dealership in San Diego, and he sent me a whole bag of the crush washers for this setup, for the whole pump setup, which is pretty good. And they were thicker. Just, you know, 1 millimeter, 2 millimeter thicker than what they give you. You know, it's a pain in the butt. If you try to use these, you put the whole thing together and it's still leaking. And you go, what the hell? You know, and then it's the washers, and sometimes they give you the aluminum ones. You know, you want to get copper that it's soft and it crushes and makes the seal. Anyways, there we got the car back on the ground. God, what day is it? Saturday. Saturday, 74 degrees here in Temecula, California. In December, I don't know what it is, 10th, 11th. It's just gorgeous. No wind. I had to put a coat on because it was 40 degrees when I woke up, and now it's 74 degrees. Crazy. Anyways, I guess there'll be a part 2 when I get the parts in, get the thing lifted up, and I think I'm going to drain a lot of that gas because I'm going to include, right after me talking, a clip from a couple guys that are doing the same job, and they end up with gasoline. Entire garage floor has got this much gasoline in it. And I don't want to do that. See ya.